Hey guys, Elise here, and I just wanted to do this quick tutorial about how you can set up your welcome email series automation inside a free Mailchimp account. So I'm just logged in here. It's just one of my sort of dummy accounts, and I've just gone into lists and then I've clicked on sign up forms. So this is kind of where I've landed. The next thing that you want to do is to click on general forms. And this is going to take us into where you can kind of set that up. So if you're not familiar with sort of setting this area up, make sure that you follow along so that you can kind of set it up yourself. Now, it's not super intuitive inside Mailchimp about how they do this. It actually requires a lot of sort of drilling down. So there is only sort of so much that you can do with your welcome email series to a certain point inside Mailchimp without having to pay for it. So the first thing that you want to do is obviously set up your form. So this is where you want to click down. So you want to set up your sign up form, which you're going to put on your website. And then you've got a thank you page where you can get, just basically say thanks, your email's coming, check. And then you've got your sort of opt-in email confirmation, which you can check out here. So you can add as much text to this if you want. And this is just, like I said, this is a dummy account. And this is just where you can come in and you can add as much information here as you want to, or just leave it as this, as simple as this. And then once that email has been confirmed, you can send them to a thank you page, or you can send them to this one here that just basically says, thanks, you're subscribed. So if you want to have a couple of emails go out, what you could do is when they are sent to this page, you could have the option to give them the download, so the freebie, whatever it is. So either give them access to the freebie, you could just include a link to Dropbox and then that would automatically download for them, or you could choose to include access to your library or something like that. So you could choose to do that here. You could also choose to put in your own thank you page from your site. So if you had, say, for instance, your resource library, then you would include the URL here and it will override this sort of area here. Now, the next part that's really cool is that you can do a final welcome email. Make sure that you tick this, otherwise it won't go out. And you can kind of customize what goes in here. You probably want to change the subject to something else, particularly if you're doing this as a welcome. So I would change it to, welcome, so great to have you here, whatever is going to make sense for you. And then you can just go ahead and do the sort of intro email about you, what people can expect. And you can make this quite long because basically from here you won't have the ability to do any further automated emails without you having to manually go in and do something each week. So that is the sort of drawback with using a free account on Mailchimp, is that all the automated sort of autoresponders aren't there, and they don't and Mailchimp doesn't have the triggering and stuff like that that ConvertKit does. But you can get around the first couple of emails that are automated, so you can definitely send out the freebie straight away. And then you can send this final welcome email, will go out to them within a couple of hours of them confirming their subscription. So you could do that here. So you could do, you could say, who you are, tell them a little bit about you, what they can expect from you, how often you're going to be contacting them. And then you could include some links to some resources and stuff like that on your blog from there. And then you could just start doing regular campaigns around your blog posts and stuff like that, which again won't be automated, but something that you have a little bit more control over each week. So hopefully that makes sense. So it's just under lists, and then click on sign up forms, and then where you're in create forms, you'll see all these options to come in and sort of tailor these to whatever you want. So every time you choose one of these, you can change them to be sort of set up however you want, and change all the text and fonts and logos, everything like that. Just keep in mind that you don't want to send too many emails with images in them. More and more email systems, particularly Gmail, will treat an email with an image in it as coming from a company, and you might land in that marketing tab rather than actually getting into someone's inbox or that that promotion tab. So leave images out of there as much as you can, particularly if you want to make sure that someone's opening your email and it's actually arriving in their email inbox. Cool, thanks guys, and I'll catch you over at hustleandgroove.com.